for like a week now, so it just looks so ratchet. It's time to wash it anyway. After washing, I just left my hair in a towel for about 25 minutes just to let it soak up all the extra moisture. I really don't want it to be wet at my root because the next day it's going to take so much longer for the whole style to dry out. So I'm just going to like walk around the house and let it air dry. So it's been about an hour and my roots are still kind of wet, but that's okay. I'm ready to start. My first part is going to be to separate the top of my hair from the bottom of my hair. So I'm just going to make a part directly in the middle. Since I don't really want my twist to be that big, I'm going to cut that half into another half. From here, I should be able to make this little back section into two separate twists. So as you can see, the ends are kind of dry, so I'm just going to add some water in there because we need moisture in order to get definition with this style. Now I'm just going to spread through some of my organic root stimulator, olive oil cream, making sure that it is evenly dispersed. We want to make sure there's not like any tangles or anything, so I'm using a wide tooth comb and just smoothing them out. Now I'm going to take some of my DevaCurl Ultra Defining Gel and smooth that through as well. This is going to be the main ingredient for that definition. I'm just going to go through with a brush just to be sure that everything's smooth and silky. Okay, so to start the twist, my first step is going to be to make a braid. Like, I'm starting it off as a braid, that way it makes it tight at the root and flat, and it also kind of locks it in, because you know how twists can kind of loosen up and become puffy. So now I'm about to start the twist. How we go is the one on the right goes to the left, and that is all that's to it. Look, the one that's all the way to the right goes all the way to the left, and then you kind of recycle. I'm not sure if you can tell, but like I kind of confused myself and messed up just a bit, but that's okay. It's at the root, nobody will be able to see it, so whatever. But I will tell you, it's kind of confusing your first time trying this because with 3 strands, your brain automatically wants to start braiding. So sometimes if you like kind of tune out and you're just like in the zone with doing it and you're not really aware of what you're doing, you'll look down and you'll have a braid. So you kind of have to focus more with this one to make sure that you're going with the right pattern and everything. But I'm telling you, once you get the hang of it, it's easy as pie. You just have to keep practicing until you get it. All up, so it's okay to steal a little piece from another section. That's what I do because we need it to be all even, that way the twists will stay in. they're all straight and the twist doesn't stay in. So if yours doesn't stay, you can take a bobby pin and just stick it right through it and make it stay, or a rubber band. Dried up and curled so that the twist will stay in better. Last night I didn't stick with a scarf or a bonnet or anything like that because I wanted it to air dry, because last time I did it with the bonnet my hair was still wet when I woke up. I can tell that some of the roots are still kind of damp, so I'm just going to take my blow dryer on high heat and demolish that wetness. This is going to prevent frizzing, and I'm just going to twist the twist in the opposite way. That way it starts to straighten out. This is definitely going to prevent frizzing, so do this. Be gentle. You want to pull it apart instead of ripping it apart. So you want to take each little individual strand and pay close attention to the way that it's woven in there. That way you can take it out in the best way that you can. Separate those, and it's kind of like the same concept like we use to take the twist down. Just separate it how it naturally will separate, because if you force it, it'll get frizzy. And you'll see like there are some frizzy pieces, but I take them and wrap them around my finger with the oil on it still, and it makes it so it doesn't frizz up. You'll see me do that multiple times, and that is why. As you're separating, you're going to want to like kind of fluff at the root, that way you don't see parts where we made the twists. We want it to all look natural. As you can see right here, I have some frizzy pieces that I'm just twirling on my finger to make them not be frizzy. See, watch. You can also use a pick to kind of make those parts blend in with each other, because some of them might be a little bit more stubborn than others. You can also use this to fluff out your hair to make it a little bigger. Fluff at the root to blend out any sections or parts.